Did you know that 60% of businesses in the UK fail after just 3 years, 70% after 5 years? True, running your own company is tough, but when well over half of formed companies are going out of business within just 36 months, there has to be something else at play. My name is Jovan Maric, and I'm joined today by Philippa James and Richard Bevan, and we are the founders of My New Venture. We collectively have well over 60 years of combined experience in running businesses, with direct expertise spanning finance and accountancy, sales and marketing, operations, product development, technology, HR, and media. Let me tell you a story about Richard, who's a builder, who won a £250,000 extension project. Delays from weather, COVID, and an injury pushed the start date back, and by then material costs had soared. But his quote was fixed. With no contract allowing price adjustments, he made a loss. A well-drafted contract could have prevented him from this financial hit. Or Lily and Samantha, who started an accountancy firm. When Samantha was diagnosed with cancer and stepped away, Lily took on all the work. But Samantha still received her full pay and dividends. With no key person insurance or agreement in place, Lily struggled to keep the business afloat. Simple planning could have protected them both. Or indeed my own story. At 26, I joined two others in leasing a bar and restaurant. In the lease meeting, the bank said that our loan was joint and several, but I didn't ask what that meant. When the business failed, with no shareholders agreement in place, and despite only owning 20%, I was liable for the full debt as the only one with assets. A simple question and the right contract could have saved me thousands. So how do we solve these problems? Well, most small business owners have a skill or specialism in a particular area, like hairdressing, architecture, or carpentry, but they've never been exposed to wider aspects of business, such as sales, finance, marketing, and operations. My New Venture is a SaaS edtech platform that guides aspiring and new business owners through a wide range of content covering key aspects of running a business. The content is split across a series of modules, which are in turn split into far more specific topics. The content is delivered via text, professional video content, downloads, templates, infographics, and audio. There's additional quizzes and interactive calculators to help our customers. And with a premium subscription, customers also get access to a business plan builder, marketing plan builder, and financial modeling tool, as well as a range of other sticky tools. So where do our customers currently go? Well, they use Google and ChatGPT. It's highly time consuming to get objective and impartial results, takes even longer to validate the information, and crucially, you can't search for an answer if you don't know what the question is. There are business startup blogs. These are often very noisy pages full of pop-ups with no clear learning journey, just a massive dump of advertorial articles. Business membership organizations are often more focused on support for existing businesses in the way of HR advice lines, documents and templates, and preferential rates with third-party suppliers. Business coaches, who rarely have any relevant experience working in SMEs, and few small startups can actually afford their fees. Or there's connections, friends and family, often a great source of support and wisdom, but not always accessible 24/7 and is entirely dependent on the breadth of their network and their experience. So our market breakdown, our obtainable market is 4.9 million in the first year alone. Every year, there is a steady and growing flow of almost 800,000 new businesses incorporated, 35,000 new sole traders added, and this is without counting the people who are just thinking about starting a business or those who currently have a side hustle and would like it to be more. But how do we know that these people need or want My New Venture? Well, we know that each month in the UK, there are nearly 1 million unique searches for terms directly related to our product. People want information, but what's available often isn't reliable, clear, or convenient. I'll hand over to Richard now for the financials.
You need to come off mute, Richard.
A great start. Thanks, Jovan, and hello, everyone. I'd like to share with you then an overview of the core drivers of our financial forecasts. Our revenue expectations achieve 40 million turnover in year 5, with our monthly recurring revenue run rate at over 5 million by December 2029. These reflect the activation of 6 of our planned revenue streams and monetizing just 2% of our serviceable market. Our core revenues are customer subscriptions, which split across multiple tiers, with each providing additional depth and breadth of content, tools, and interaction between user and our ecosystem. For instance, the Growth Club focuses on business growth and personal development, expected to significantly improve retention and the lifetime value of our customers. Other revenues being activated include partnerships through volume licensing arrangements, marketplace resources, including materials sold in bite-sized chunks, and connecting in affiliate revenues, and module sponsorships from leading brands. Our gross profit improves 70 to 90% due to diversifying the revenues and leveraging our intellectual property ever more efficiently. At the EBITDA level, we are profitable before the end of year 3. Our operating margin climbs to 50% in year 5 through exploiting resources more effectively. For instance, revenue per headcount climbs from 3 to over 600 grand. Lifetime value climbs over 200% in the period, driven by product and content development, creating product stickiness, together with developing our reputation as a trustworthy source of business advice and guidance for our target audiences. We aim to reduce our customer acquisition costs by 80%, achieved through targeting our marketing investment, together with growing benefit of word of mouth, brand sponsorships, and our referral networks. Improving retention is our core goal, reducing churn by leveraging our work on product stickiness and our reputation, such that by halving our churn rate in year 5, would double our forecast revenues. Finally, looking towards our expectations on exit, we sit in a range of healthy exit multiples of professional information, education, and online services, meaning valuation outcomes for our wonderful shareholders are expected to be most favorable. Thank you for listening.
So in terms of traction to date, we've invested over £175,000 to create and trademark the brand, develop the MVP, and create many hours of content. We ran a successful pilot with beta users and have some compelling success stories. There's a growing subscriber database and social media following, as well as partnership conversations taking place with business incubators and local authorities. Philippa will now talk about the marketing strategy.
Thanks, Jovan. Our go-to-market strategy combines proven and innovative approaches to drive acquisition, retention, and monetization. SEO is a key driver with 950,000 searches per month on starting a business. We capture customers at the moment of need. Shopify scaled this way, dominating search with high-value content. Having owned an SEO agency, I know how to execute this effectively. To reach those not yet searching, we'll run targeted ads on Meta, LinkedIn, and Google, a strategy Xero used to grow rapidly among small businesses. Our content is built for time-poor business owners, concise, actionable, and optimized for conversion, similar to Canva's approach, which turned free resources into viral growth. Strategic partnerships will accelerate scale, as Jovan mentioned, working with local authorities and incubators, mirroring Tide's success in fintech, where partnerships helped capture market share quickly. Community-driven growth is key. We'll drive engagement through live Q&As, webinars, and user-generated content, as HubSpot did to build a strong referral network. This strategy has been proven at scale by Shopify, Xero, Canva, Tide, and HubSpot. We're applying these principles in a way tailored to our market, giving us the right mix of organic, paid, and viral growth to dominate this space. Thanks, Jovan.
We have a 2-tranche raising strategy with 600k raised in 2025 and up to a further 1.5 million in 2026 to scale and achieve hyper growth. We have EIS advanced assurance in place and envisage an exit event in 5 years with an over 10x return. So to summarize why MNV is a great opportunity, the market is huge and data confirms there is a need. Our founding team is perfectly placed to deliver success. The MVP is built and ready to drive revenues, and our financial model is fully developed, ground up. Thank you.